Hello. Hello to the weekly guidance for the coming week. We will start from this Friday and go all the way until next week, Thursday. I like to start with the weekend. We all want to know what's going to happen on the weekend. Maybe most of us are more likely to have an exciting, eventful weekend than during the week, but you never know. It can be totally the other way around. In any case, we are going to look at the individual days for that whole week, and we're also going to have, we've got room for two theme cards for this week ahead. My name is Indigo Owl. I am indeed from the Indigo Ray, and my main spirit guide, my main animal spirit guide is an owl. All apologies, I'm back. I literally started, I think, 2 minutes early, and that meant that my alarm on my phone went off to tell me that I need to start doing the reading. Well, here I am. I've already started. Yes, if you are watching my reading, indeed, especially if you watch quite regularly, most likely you are one of my tribe. You are of the Otala tribe. Otala is the name of my business, but it's also the name of the last of the ancient runes, and it means ancient wisdom, ancient land. It has to do with what we inherit from our ancestors. So quite a special rune, Otala. So let's start with the reading, and I'm just checking in with the angel Daniel, who likes to be in charge of my readings. Indeed, he likes to lead a lot of my spiritual work when I channel. I'm just checking in whether we're first going to do the theme cards or whether we're going to do the tarot first. I'm definitely feeling the theme cards first, and he's literally saying, he's asking me to do them in the order in which he guided me to them a little while ago when I started setting up for this reading. So the first card deck I picked up, I do have so many different card decks. Sometimes it's difficult to choose. However, when I tune into spirit, it either becomes very simple. I very quickly get drawn to the deck or the decks I need to work with. Now, this is our first one. It's the Angel and Ancestors Oracle card deck by Kyle Gray. And I'm actually being drawn to the incantation on the inside, the dedication of these cards. I'm going to read it out because it really resonates with me today. It says, Guardians of the Four Corners, Mother in the Earth, Father in the Sky, Angels, Ancestors, Sacred Ones, I call on you and welcome you here now. How very beautiful. It actually carries on the other inside of the box, but I think that was what we needed to hear right now. The last few days have been quite intense for most of us. Between Monday and today, between the 20th and the 22nd, we've actually gone through a very huge 2020 portal, and with Monday literally being the 20th day of 2020 of January, coming to a completion today. So if you have been feeling ratty, grumpy, irritable, headachy, tired, wide awake in the middle of the night, any of those kind of annoying things, wild mood swings from very hopeful to very hopeless to desperate to there is a word that's eluding me. It's so bad I don't even want to say it. It feels so bad when you feel that way. The word isn't so bad. Anyway, that will have to do with this big portal we have coming to the end now, going through. So the rest of the week should start to feel a lot better. I've also burned some sage before this reading today. There's really been a lot of energy that needed cleansing. So I will send some of those cleansing sage thoughts to you. And if you feel you need that in your life, also be open and you will receive. I can see the Archangel Michael is walking around or floating around, and he doesn't really walk as much in the way that we do, with a big sage stick. And he is volunteering to sage any of you, smudge any of you that are willing, but you have to ask him in your, if it's just in your mind, you have to say, yes please, Archangel Michael. If you can say it out loud, you can, you know, maybe ask properly, but he's not really one for formality. He just, sometimes for some things he needs to be asked, he needs to have your permission. But I can see already he has started saging some of you. He's smudging, and he's happy that I've passed on that message, that that's a special treat that's available today. Although he's asking me to say it, actually it's available every day. You can always ask him to do that. But today I've introduced you to this idea, and he's more than happy to do that anytime you ask. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Now, I have finished shuffling. There was a lot of shuffling. I've got this lovely, I've really been drawn to this dark green today, actually. It's not the gloss I usually use. And it actually really matches what's on the back here, and the kind of the yellowy golden color matches what I'm wearing. I already put that on this morning. This is a beautiful bracelet that I received as a gift. So there is a kind of a dark green and a yellow energy merging today. Dark green can very much go with the heart. It also goes with the Archangel Raphael, who is now also with us. And yellow can very much go with the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. And today is a good day to unite those two chakras, which basically means you're uniting who you are in the world with your heart space, where it's not, your life is about you, but it's not just about you. It's also about your connection with others. So in the heart space, you're also connecting with others, and you're also looking at, where in Manipura, in the solar plexus, you're very much looking at what do I need, what do I want. In the heart space, you're looking at what do we need and what do we want. So today is a good day to finish learning this part of the lesson about how those two chakras work together quite beautifully. How can we meet our own need, but also be aware of other people's needs at the same time? So let's have a look and see at this first scene card for the week ahead that we've got. Wow, amazing. We have Lord. He's wearing green as well. And it says on here, take charge with authority. Well, why not? Well, that's very Manipura, but taking charge can be very Manipura, very solar plexus. However, if you take charge with authority in a good way, it can also be very much linked to Anahata, the heart chakra. So this matches quite beautifully what I've been saying about the chakras, and has given it an additional focus, I guess. So it's time for us to take charge of our lives. Let's put this first one here. The second scene card will come from this beautiful deck. This is the Temple of Balance Oracle card deck. I believe this might have been the very first deck that she made, the beautiful Leanne Peters, quite a lot of years ago. Now, it's not the first of her decks that I right at the bottom we have the owl. Just going to show that because at the beginning I explained about my main spirit animal being the owl, and there it is saying hello to me. And you will find that your spirit animals say hello to you in that way, in a quite a subtle way, but at the same time very startling way quite often. So if there's any animals that keep coming up, people mention them, you see them, you see pictures of them, you see their name written somewhere. These are all signs that your spirit animal is talking to you and is trying to get your attention, because they can be very helpful on your journey. Now these cards have these beautiful crystals on the back, and I'm very much a crystal person. I've still got this crystal here. It keeps coming for the readings recently. I'm going to show it again. Beautiful, and wow, if you look at the bottom, what a beautiful crystal. It's a stilbite combined with green tulandite. It actually comes from Leanne Peters' Temple of Balance store. So this crystal has travelled to me from Tasmania, and so have these cards, not on the same occasion. And I think I was going to say this is not the first of her decks that I bought. I have 1, 2, 3, I believe 4 of her decks. Maybe I'm sure I have all of the decks that have come out so far, and this was the last one potentially that I bought, because I started with the Healing Energy cards. All of her cards are very beautiful. Just shuffling a little bit more now. These cards haven't been used for a little while, and they really need some of this nice new energy going in. I'm so happy you are joining me here, whether you're watching live or watching the replay. Hello, welcome. I will not be able to see your comments until after I have finished recording, but please do like, share and comment. Let me know what's happening for you. Let me know if the readings resonate. I'm so happy for you to be here. I also upload these readings on my YouTube channel when I'm finished. My YouTube channel is called Indigo Owl, like me. It can be easier to find videos on YouTube. You can subscribe, you can even hit the notification bell if you want to. It's certainly easier to find videos than on Facebook sometimes. Facebook can be a bit more complicated. So I'm happy for whether you're watching me here on YouTube. I'm just happy that you're here. These readings are special because of all of you that join me. When your energy joins into these readings, Spirit gives me messages for you. These readings are for the collective, but you will probably find that 2 things really. If certain parts of the reading, certain things that I say really stand out to you, then that is meant for you. And also if you keep watching my readings, Spirit will start to put messages through for you, because you've made that commitment to follow my guidance. Obviously, I'm also available for individual readings. You wouldn't want to rely on just a collective reading for some situations. You want to have your own private reading. You also would want to have your privacy. I do readings in person if you're in London. I can also do readings via one of the online applications. I've done readings on Skype before. I've done readings on WhatsApp before. I can also try and do a reading on Zoom if that works better for you. So you can still see the cards. Let's see if we're still not quite ready to draw. The Angel Daniel is with me really strongly right now. And as usual, he made me slow down and really focus on what I'm doing. Thank you, Angel Daniel. Okay, he's going to draw the next card. And here we go. I can't see what it is yet either. I'm very curious what the Angel Daniel. And of course, the Angel Daniel has drawn a card called Tree Spirit and Fun. It says, see current situations and people from a fun-loving perspective. Have some fun. Well, the Angel Daniel loves tree spirits, but he also loves to have fun in a kind of cheeky, gentle way that kind of includes everyone. Well, for me certainly this message makes a lot of sense. I especially the last few days I've not been stuck in the right frame of mind to be focused on having fun in life. I've certainly been a bit too serious about practical matters that are happening at the moment. just looking at this amazing card of this beautiful tree spirit with these amazing roots that are over his beard is making me feel playful just looking at it. What an amazing drawing. Let's have another look at this. I love the combination of these two cards. We've got the Lord saying take charge with authority, and then he's joined by the tree spirit that says have some fun. Now that certainly looks a bit like a challenge to combine the two, but that is the ultimate challenge in life, really, isn't it? To combine the practical things and fulfilling all the duties we have with also having fun in the middle of it. And I love how these roots of the tree going down look a bit like the antlers from this crown of the Lord going up. Both feel like, kind of feel like quite a male presence in these cards. Definitely the Lord, but even the tree spirit is kind of feels like a male energy. So we have our two theme cards for the week ahead. Now, what Angel Daniel has asked me to do today is he asked me to use the Angel Tarot card deck. But when I went to grab it from my box that has lots of different card decks in it, the one he made me pick up was the Fairy Tarot deck. Now, Angel Daniel makes no mistakes. Humans do. Angels, not so much. And what he really wanted me to do was use both, but he didn't say that. He made me pick up both. He made me pick up this one first while he told me to pick up this one, so I also had to get that one. The Angel Daniel loves to have fun with me. He knows that I'm going to take it the right way because I know how he works. He knows I need lightening up, as most likely do some of you too. So what we're going to do today is a special treat from the Angel Daniel. We're going to draw one card from each of the decks for each of the days. So we're going to have 14 tarot cards. This week ahead must be super important if that's what the Angel Daniel has asked me to do. Also, if we then combine those 14 tarot cards with the two SIM cards we've already drawn, we will have, oh, and there is a card still in here from before, we will have altogether 16 cards. Now 14 is the number of temperance in tarot, the number of things becoming easier, and 16 is the number of liberation. And what is coming up and what has been happening since we started this new year and what will continue just a little bit longer is a huge liberation for many of us from old stagnant energies and beliefs. We've been doing it and doing it and doing it, and we're not quite finished, but we are coming near the end of this phase and things will be very, very different afterwards. So we have both decks ready. Just going to make some room here. I'm also aware that because I've been struggling to fit into the picture and I don't want to have to crouch while I do these readings, I've adjusted the angle from the camera, but that means you now see less of the table, so I'm going to have to find a way to lay out the cards so you can see them as much as possible. Now this is the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Bradley Valentine. It's got Archangel Michael on the back, who has already been walking around smudging some of you. If you haven't been smudged because you didn't ask for it earlier, or maybe you joined us in this live video later on, you can still ask Archangel Michael and he will come and smudge you. Why not? Okay, this is enough actually. So we're going to draw 7 cards from this deck. Actually, it wasn't enough because I'm still shuffling. Here you go. The Angel Daniel really is having fun with me. He's probably going to make me stop and start shuffling the cards. And he's making me say things that don't quite make sense. Because he finds it funny. He knows I find it funny too. And most likely you do too. There's something about being able to see the human condition, which some people call it, and laugh at it, laugh at how human we really are, rather than be upset about it. I keep seeing in my mind's eye this card called Laughter from my very first ever Oracle fairy deck. And it shows this woman just kind of chuckling into her hand when no one's looking. Right. So let's draw 7 cards from here. We've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Daniel's laughing because we're not going to fit it all in this row. He says, why are you trying? You know it's not going to fit. Well, that makes me ambitious. So now I'm saying, let's do this again. We've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yes, I'm going to fit it in. Haha. Right, Wednesday, and you can see what space I'm in today. I'm in an interesting energy space today, which makes me even more happy that I'm here for a reading today. I really enjoy doing these readings with you. I really find them uplifting myself. I love this group energy that makes what I'm channeling come in through ever so much stronger. I'm always curious myself what's going to come out. You know me by now. My curiosity is ever present when I read cards for people, not just then, actually generally when I interact with people. I'm a very curious person. I'm genuinely interested in people and who they are, and why they are, and how they've become the way they are. So let's see, a little bit more shuffling. We're almost done, says the angel Daniel. He also says, I've forgotten to put up his figure for the last few times. I will try and remember next time to put it up. Right, let's draw 1 card for each of the days also from the Fairy Tarot deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Right, so we're going to double up. We are. How very exciting. So many cards. So we're going to start. Well, shall we start with the first card, which is going to be Friday. If today's the 22nd, that must be the 24th of January. Thank goodness. And we have beautiful, beautiful card. The 3 of Fire, or the 3 of Wands, or even more traditional, the 3 of Rods. It says abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Well, that is Angel Daniel all over. He always comes with the message of patience and make long-term plans. So the 3 of Fire speaks of abundance. It often is a card of expansion. When it's linked to work and career, it really brings the message of your ships are starting to come in, your work is starting to pay off, you're going to start to feel that you have built a solid base which to work from. So beautiful card, I'll show it again. Very, very beautiful. Amazing. And the second card that's come with it is the Prince of Spring, or the Page of Pentacles. It says immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, and a passionate relationship. Wow. So it looks like Friday has the potential for some of you to bring a career expansion, in which case there might be some immediate action necessary, but also it's asking you to make long-term plans, because the expansion may well be something that continues to expand into something that lasts. If for some of you, and I'm sure at least for some of you, this has actually come for a relationship. So if we look at this amazing combination, It certainly says on here, passionate relationship. It says a challenge you can successfully manage. So if it is a relationship for you, a passionate relationship, you may actually find that challenging to some extent. However, it says you can manage this. You can manage the challenge of maybe it's something new to you. Maybe it's something outside your comfort zone. But you are now ready to manage this challenge. And certainly when you combine it with this card that says abundance and make long-term plans, that really speaks of a relationship that is going to last and will bring abundance into your life. Well, who wouldn't like that? If you already are in a relationship, then it may mean that for you this card has come more for work and career, or it may well mean that you are going to embark on a new expanded phase in your relationship, which could even include the conception or birth of a child, depending on your circumstance, for some of you. Let's have a look at Saturday. I almost feel like let's not look any further. Let's just stick with this amazing good news. But no, we need to look at all of the cards. And we have, ooh, 5 of fire. One more fire. We have 3 of fire, 5 of fire. It says competing goals. I almost said competing goals. That's what I saw when I first looked at it. And I wonder why. Bothersome details and conflict with others. So it looks like on Saturday, the energy is going to become a bit more competitive. And not everybody we encounter will have the same goals as us. And maybe each of these people, including us, will see ourselves and themselves as gods and goddesses who should be taking charge with authority. So that can come to a point where everybody puts up their wand and wants to have their part and wants to have their say. But it does really go on about the details of bothersome rather than the whole situation, because sometimes this is what happens. We have this big expansion and then people go, oh, where is my expansion? And really they have to work for their own expansion. And the card that comes with it for Saturday is the Hermit. How very interesting. The Hermit says find or be a mentor. Take a break from society and a commitment to your spiritual growth. So the Hermit card is a card that comes at times where we really need to seek our own inner counsel. So if we have this, following from this beautiful expansion, if we are then finding us surrounded by people that maybe have conflicting ideas or are not happy that we have expanded and maybe they haven't, or that maybe they just want a piece of the action, it's important to seek our own inner counsel to advise us on what to do about this situation, rather than look for advice from others. Let's look at Sunday. Beautiful. Now we have a 3 again. The 3 of water. A celebration, a wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. And it says, ta-da, you need to have more fun. So maybe on Sunday will be a really good day to visit a tree and ask the tree spirits to help you have more fun in life. But overall, this 3 of water is a very positive card. Again, the 3 is the number of expansion. In tarot, it's also the number of truth. And water or cups in tarot go with emotions and relationships. So where the wands, generally the wands go with career and spiritual journey, the cups go with emotions and relationships. So now we have a 3 in both areas. And the card that's come with it is the 8 of summer. Okay. So this lines up very nicely, as in that in this deck the water stands for cups, and in this deck the summer also stands for cups. So these are from the same suit, even though they're from two different decks. Now the Eight of Summer says the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on and choosing to make major life changes. Now I'm coming back to this again. I do feel like for some of you, a new relationship is in the cards, and it will demand from you to make a very definite decision to leave the past. This is a card of leaving the past behind. This is a card of where 8 cups have been collected, and you're now looking for completion. Maybe for some time the 8 cups were enough for you, but really a full set of cups would be 10. So you may be looking to find the last 2 missing cups. Certainly when we take them together, we have 11 cups. 11 is a very special number also. However, the 8 of Summer or the 8 of Cups is often also a card where maybe the cups we've been offered, none of them had quite what we wanted in it. And we've spent a long time looking for that cup that's always a bit out of reach. Now, this is a card of celebration. So this is saying celebration is due because good things are happening in the area of emotions and relationships. So please don't miss an opportunity because you're unwilling to move on from the past. This really is to do with letting go of hurt from the past, things that haven't worked out in the past. Don't get stuck on it because something really beautiful and new is coming in. Actually has been coming in for some time. You've probably been feeling it for a while, but maybe not quite being sure if it's for real. So this weekend it will become a lot clearer. Things will start to move forward and you will know exactly where you stand. Let's look at Monday. Ace of Cups. So what I've just been talking about since we started is a new relationship beginning. Now, the Ace of Cups or the Ace of Water in this deck often is the card that will announce something like that happening. It says falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, and for some of you, even a new home. Now, Ace of Water or Ace of Cups comes for situations that we feel very, very emotional about. They come for beginnings of things. So they can come for a new relationship. They can come for the birth of a child. They can come for a new home. They can also come for a new job if it's something you feel very emotional about. It has to be a job that you're passionate about. In any case, the Ace of Water or the Ace of Cups is a beautiful card. We're being offered a cup full of emotions that we really want in our life, literally, figuratively speaking. Let's see what's come with it. I'm just thinking which date it is. So that's 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. So that's 2 and 8 makes sense. It's also a number of completion. Wow. We have 2 aces for Monday. Now that is anything that doubles up in tarot is super significant. 2 aces. Also 1, 1 makes 11. I was just saying 8 and 3 makes 11 also. So we now have 11, 11 in the cards. If you don't know what 11, 11 is, look it up. It's called the Awakening Code. It's a really powerful code from the universe. So we have the Ace of Water that speaks about beginning of a new relationship for some of you. We also have the Ace of Autumn or the Ace of Pentacles. It says a windfall of money, advice or assistance from others, a very successful project and a happy change in your career. Oh my goodness. So very, very possibly for some of you, if not for all of you, you will have a huge day of new beginnings on Monday, potentially in the area of relationship and in the area of career. And who knows, they could be linked. Maybe you start a new career or a new career path or project with a loved one. How very exciting. Let's have a look at Tuesday. hello if you're watching. If you haven't watched from the beginning, I'll say hello again. For those of you that have recently joined us, I'm so happy you're here. You have missed the beginning of this reading, but please watch the end and go back to the beginning and watch it again so you understand the progression. We're doing 2 tarot cards per day today. Wow. Okay, now these ones I've looked at the same time, and what we have first is 5 of air. How very interesting. We had 5 here, we had 3, 5, 3, then we have 1, 1, and now we have 5 and 4. So the 5 and the 5 as well. 5 of air. Wow. 5 of air or 5 of swords. Now we haven't had any swords in this reading so far. Swords come for things to do with the mind, with thinking and logic. It goes with the element of air, which is why in this deck it's called 5 of air. It shows these unicorns fighting with their horns. It says an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation and review everyone's motives. This card is sometimes called defeat or even self-defeat. So let's see what's come with it, because we've just had this amazing double new beginning. So what this card doesn't mean is that you've made the wrong choice to attract this new beginning and to welcome it and to kind of go into it. This is again to do with the past. I feel quite strongly what I was saying here, the need to let go of past experience, painful past experience that is blocking us from attracting and accepting better things happening now and in our future. Because the card that comes with it is the 4 of autumn. Now we've got autumn next to each other as well. 4 of autumn or 4 of pentacles. And it says, manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, and help out those who are less fortunate. So these cards have come together to avoid self-defeat, because this is saying you need to achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, and you need to be open to helping those that are less fortunate than you. I do feel for some of you, and this is a reading for the collective, so it may not resonate with all of you, but for some of you, these amazing new beginnings are happening. Maybe in career, maybe in relationship, and for some of you, even both at the same, almost at the same time or at the same time. Other people are going to feel left out and are going to try and cause a bit of energy shift to see if they can throw you off balance. They're not doing that maybe on purposely to upset you. They just maybe suddenly see something that they also want, and I'm going to be very careful how I word this. Just feel a bit jealous maybe. And we all know what that feels like. We've all felt jealous of others before, and probably will again one day. It's quite an ordinary feeling that's part of the human range of emotions. So it's not bad to feel jealous. It's more that maybe the way you act because of it can sometimes be not so nice. So you may have people around you that are not very happy about what's happening for you, and this energy might come back again. But also there is an energy of self-defeat around here that's coming from not letting go of past experience and expecting the same to happen again and again and again and again, because maybe for a while it was a pattern that has kept repeating. But this is what's coming in, it's new. So don't allow yourself to defeat yourself, and be open to balance in what is coming in and what is going out in your life. That will help you with this energy of defeat, so that you don't go into it too much. Let's see what we've got for Wednesday. And we have another 3. Here we go again. So now we have 3, 3, 3. If you're not familiar with angel numbers, a triple number is always super significant. Look it up, it's worth your while. If you're not sure where to look, you can look up Doreen Virtue's angel numbers. You can look up Kyle Gray's angel numbers. So it says here, great sadness, take time to heal, and the need to forgive yourself and others. Well, that's the line that's really standing out on this occasion, on this card. Because it's following on from, we've had the 5 of fire, we've had the 8 of summer, and we've had the 5 of air, now we have the 3 of air. There has been pain and upset in the past, especially in the area of relationship, but maybe also for some of you in the area of career, where you have been betrayed by somebody who you thought you were working alongside really beautifully, or maybe working for very nicely, and they suddenly stabbed you in the back and you've been really shocked. So on Wednesday, we need to take time to heal past hurt and finally let it go. And we need to be willing to forgive ourselves and others. So if other people have been a bit too competitive on Saturday and have maybe been a bit begrudging of our success and our happiness rather than being happy for us, and that may have been a bit painful for us and maybe has reminded us of past experiences, on Wednesday, it's time to move forward from that. This whole situation, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1, 11, 11, is asking us, and we've got the Hermit saying, trust your own inner guidance, which is where you are very in tune with spirit. This new situation or situations, these amazing new opportunities that are coming in, require us to move on from the past in order to fully manifest it in our lives and in order to be able to fully enjoy it. Let's see what's come with it. Now we have another prince. We have the Prince of Spring. Now we have the Prince of Autumn. I love working with these two decks together. What an amazing way to work with the angels and fairies simultaneously. I really hope you can see these cards. I've had to double them up. The Prince of Autumn says, cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, and kindness to others. And it's come with the card saying forgive, be willing to forgive others. So it's really important to be kind on Wednesday. Be kind to ourselves, be kind to others. Let things go. Be cautious if you feel the need to be cautious. But on this occasion, I almost feel like saying you may be too cautious from being a bit paranoid. But if you're not sure what's going on, if you're not sure if people are on your side or not, trust your own inner instinct. And yes, do be cautious. It's certainly saying here you're capable of wise action. But still, I feel like saying the focus here is the kindness to yourself and others. It mentions others here twice, so it's saying forgive others and be kind to others. That's certainly the message that's doubled up here. And because we're reading both cards together, the message, the combined message is more important than the individual message that's coming through from the cards separately. Also, I am here to channel messages to go with these cards for you, which ultimately means that the cards are here to trigger the right messages coming through. Let's have a look at the last card for the last, or not the last card, but the last day, which is going to be Thursday next week. And we have the Emperor. Ta-da! And it's Archangel Michael. Organization and logic, structure and discipline and leadership. Now we've gone full circle. This was our first card. And it said, da-da-da-da-da-da. It's the Lord, and he says, take charge with authority. Well, the Emperor is all about taking charge with authority in your own life. It's about being in charge of your own affairs. It's about stability. And here beautifully represented by the Archangel Michael. I love it. And we already had a 4, a hint of a 4 coming in here. And now we have a 4 again. And the card that's come with it is, ooh, the 7 of Summer. Now we have the Cups again. It says no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Amazing. Interesting. Confusion that arises from over-analysing the options. So certainly the Seven of Summer or the Seven of Cups is a card that comes at times where there is more than one option that you can choose, and that maybe you feel there's too many choices, or you're a bit too unclear about what each of those choices are. However, this card is urging you to not procrastinate. Use your intuition and your own inner guidance and choose a cup when you feel ready to do so. Please don't choose before you feel that momentum that you're ready. Don't let anything then stop you. If any fear comes up, oh, I feel it's the right cup. I kind of know it's the right cup, but I've just got this fear that I might choose the wrong cup. Don't let that stop you. But do wait for that feeling that, okay, now I know what I need to do. You need to be organised. Please ask Archangel Michael for help, because he's showing up not just on the back of all of the cards here, but we've got the actual Archangel Michael card now. He's showing up to say that I'm here to help you. So, what a week. What a week. So much happening in 1 week. Amazing new beginnings coming in. Maybe a bit challenging as the new beginnings are pushing out the old. Old experiences can be a bit tricky to let go of. Sometimes we hold on to them because we've learned hard lessons from them, but actually not letting the experience go and letting a better one coming in, it means we haven't finished learning the lesson. So trust yourself to know what you need to let go of and what you need to keep. In the end, you always have to trust your own judgment. Please don't watch any of my readings and make decisions just based on what I say, ever. You always need to make your own decisions. You always need to trust your own intuition more than anything. I would always encourage you to do that. I really, really feel like I want to draw another oracle card to finish off this beautiful reading. Let's see, we're going to have another one of these beautiful, because they're so gentle. This was quite an intense tarot. The tarot cards were quite intense in the end. There's some really good news in those tarot cards, but tarot will also always show you the challenge. And it's not going to go down just easy peasy. All the right things are going to happen if you're open for them to come into your life, but it may not be straightforward, some of it. But the good is here to stay, so it's definitely worth it. Let's see what we've got here. We have, Stallion, the Mind. Trust the beautiful Leanne Peters to give us a really, really important message for this week. Don't allow your worries to control your moment. Get back in charge of your thoughts. Well, that was kind of what I was saying a little bit. There are good things coming in. Don't let the fear stop you from allowing it in. So this is saying, this goes beautifully also with the organisation and being in charge and taking authority and taking leadership in your life. It may well start by taking charge of your thoughts. And then everything else will fall into place quite beautifully. If you feel yourself getting worried because too many new things are happening all at once, and they may well all be positive things, but then maybe you think, oh, but is it for real? Or is it one of those too good to be true things that I've had in the past? If that starts to happen, remember this card, remember the horse. You can ask the spirit animal horse to come and help you with this as well. Also, we have unicorns in this deck. We have a lot of these mind sort things are happening with unicorns, and horses and unicorns are very related here as well. Here's another card. We've got 5 unicorns, 3 unicorns. Absolutely, I've messed up these cards a bit now, but who cares? So yes, there is a horse energy around that can really help us to do with being in control of our own thoughts, being in control of our own mind. And please be kind to your mind. You need your mind just as much as you need your body, just as much as you need your soul. You need all parts of you. So take charge of your thoughts, be in control of your mind in a gentle way, in a forgiving way. Apply this card that was saying be kind and forgiving to your mind. Be kind to your mind. Look, it even rhymes. Be kind to your mind. The way you do that is calm it down as if it is an upset child that can't sleep at night. Talk quietly to your mind, reassure your mind, listen to your mind, and then do something that calms you down. If you like meditation, do meditation. If you don't like meditation, do something else. Draw, walk, garden, whatever it is you find calms you down. Exercise. This is going to help you. Right. I am going to finish this reading here. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and comment to support my work. I love to know that you've been watching. If you watch and don't make a comment and don't like the video or send some love, I don't necessarily know that you've actually been watching. Please check out my YouTube channel if that's easier for you to access. Please let me know what's going on in your life if any of the reading resonates and you're happy to share it. I'm so happy you came to join me for this weekly guidance. I hope you have an amazing week ahead. And I say namaste and goodbye.